Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Ibrahim, aka Pali Rican Beast 718. I know it's been a long time since I actually posted up anything, on YouTube, and as you can tell, I have a long beard now. Well, been going through a lot lately, and a few days ago, July 14th was my 2-year anniversary for my mother since she passed away. And like I said last time, I've been going through so much financially that I had to make that GoFundMe page, which it's not even working out for me because I only made $600 so far from whatever I wanted to make, and I haven't even that money that I had before. It's already gone. It was a while back that I actually got the 600 in total. Because first I had it was $75 that two people actually sent me, and then I ended up putting the rest myself because I figured it was gonna take longer for anybody to even send anything. And it's just sad because now that I'm going through personal stuff financially, and the company that's supposed to be helping me get back my money, or at least help to try to get something back at least, it's taking longer than expected, like I thought it would. I mean, they already spoke to PayPal, Zelle, and it's messed up because it's like they're refusing to acknowledge the fact that it was a scam, that I was scammed. They're saying that I participated in it as if I knew I was getting scammed, and they refuse to actually say, okay, we see that it was a scam, and we're gonna help him by returning back the money that was scammed. No, they don't even want to bother, especially the Better Business Bureau. They don't want to bother either. They're saying that it was a participation in my end, that I knew who the people were. So according to them, since I knew who the people were, we're gonna let it slide and give it and let it say, okay, it was his end. So there's nothing they can do about it because they feel like I knew the people. So instead of helping me, they refuse to help me. But what's more messed up now is that the person that took advantage of me, he or she, whatever it was, they're just walking out free. Not gonna get, it's like they're not ever gonna get caught, or who knows, they're doing it to other people now as we speak. And then on top of it, recently, because of all the stuff that I'm going through, I'm about to lose my properties because the mortgage I had with my properties, they end up selling my mortgage to another company. When I first took over the properties, when I first brought the properties in 2018, in 2018, I got a mortgage for $2.4 million. So in total, with the mortgage alone, I brought the properties. There's 2 properties, 6 apartments each. So that's 12. So that's 12 apartments in total for $4.6 million. Right? So now they sold my property. Well, they sold not my properties. They didn't sell it. They sold my mortgage. The remaining of my mortgage, the remaining amount that I had left to pay was $2.1 million. So you see, I was paying my mortgage every month. I had no problem paying it until the money I had ran out. And they're refusing. And what's more messed up is that the fact that they sold my mortgage to the other company, and now it's 2.1 that I gotta pay the company, but I have no money to pay. So, in other words, I have to sell my properties in order to actually pay off the remaining of my mortgage to the company that took over the mortgage. Because as of March 2025, they were collecting my rents from my tenants. So the last time I actually had money was actually in February of 2025. That was the last time I had any money at all. And and what's messed up is that before they sold my mortgage, this was going on to my 5th, 6th year. Right? And my 5th, 6th year in the mortgage, because I was locked in on a 30-year mortgage for 4% at the time. So on the 5th to 6th year, they never called me. They never called me at all, or wrote any letters to me saying if I want to refinance, I could refinance, and it'll be a different percentage interest rate. Of course, I knew that already, but they never decided to actually bother to call me or to even write to me. So therefore, they decided that it was best for them to sell my mortgage to another company, even though I was still paying it. And when before they even sold my mortgage, the mortgage went up. The payment went up from $19,000 a month all the way to $29,000 and change. And according to them, when I notified them about it, according to them, it was because the interest rate went up, and that's why we had to change the amount on your interest rate. Because of the interest rate, since it went up, we had to increase the payment plan, the payment that you was paying every month. So you see, I was paying my mortgage on time, and then on top of it, before the due date and after the due date, they were actually double dipping on my mortgage. They were taking out half of whatever it was, and then the rest of it at all. So I was actually left with no money for a while, even though I had the money in my other account at the time, when I was still taking money out from that account just to make sure I had money into my mortgage to pay it off. every month. I was still doing that. And then they refused to even send me any verification to refinance or anything. And then on top of it, I got scammed by somebody pretending to work for the bank. Once they sold my mortgage to the other company, I had a problem because somebody pretending to work for the mortgage, well, for the bank itself, like I was saying before, somebody messaged me by text messaging on WhatsApp and also on Gmail by the Gmail chat, whatever you call it, and they were pretending to work for the bank, saying that, oh, if you pay this last payment of $29,000 when you wire it to the name of the person that I send it to you, this would be the last payment you would have to pay ever, and I could pass it off like this would be the last payment you completely have to pay ever again, that you won't have to pay anymore on your mortgage, and your mortgage will be settled. So I actually believed it and thinking that it was the person, and it turned out that it was a scam. And when I notified the bank about it, they told me to notify the police and the FBI, which I did. And then they decided that it was best for them to close my account, which they did. And then after that, there was more problems leading up to it. So as of March 1st, 2025, I had no more money because the bank refused to really help me get my money back because of that scam, and the fact that the tenants got letters and phone calls by the company not to pay me anymore. So here we go now to recent events. Now it seems like I have somebody to help me try to sell my properties, but now it seems like the people don't want to buy it together. They want to buy individual. They want to buy the buildings individually, which that's not a problem. I could still, it can still work out for me, hopefully, if somebody decides to buy the property individually, and whatever it is, I could get some of the money for myself and pay off the rent that I owe. Because now, as of this month, and then next month, it's going to be August, it's going to be $35,000 that I'm going to have to owe on rent alone. Because I couldn't pay it before. And it's either I pay the rent, somehow I get $35,000, and I'll pay the rent, and I won't get evicted. So now it's like I'm going through so much that I even had to swallow my pride and apply for food stamps. And I thought I would never have to do that ever in my life. But what pisses me off the most is the fact that I was there for so many people. When they needed something, when they needed a hand, I was there for them. And now that I'm in this position, now that I'm in this situation in my life, it seems like Everybody's telling me straight up, fuck you. I don't want to help you. It's like they're refusing to help me at all. Especially my ex-girlfriend, who I consider her my future wife. We were gonna get married if we were still together, but it didn't work out. But even after we broke up, I was still there for her, no matter what. If she needed something, I was there for her. I would give it to her right away. And it's fucked up because in 2022, she needed a loan, and I gave it to her. And I actually gave it to her. In 2022, I actually gave it to her. She needed a loan from me, and I gave it to her. I'm not gonna specifically say how much it was, but it was more than $5,000. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was there for her, you know. I gave it to her when she needed it. I figured, okay, everything's gonna be okay, and I was there for her. And at the time, yeah, I was, I had everything I had. I didn't need to borrow money from anyone. I had my own money. And, I loved her. And she came to me because I was the only person that could do anything for her at the time. And I gave it to her without a problem. I said, okay, yeah. And then, here we are today. I actually decided, okay, I'm gonna message her. I emailed her, but she never replied back to me at all. She never replied to me at all. And it's really fucked up because I messaged her. I emailed her, and then the 4th of July, I wished her a happy 4th of July, and I messaged her. Like I said, I messaged her on the 4th of July, and I wished her a happy 4th of July to her and her family. And I told her, I said, I emailed you recently, and I don't know if you got my email. If you did or if you didn't, I'm just letting you know. But if you didn't, then just disregard it. And she never wrote back. She never said anything to me. So it's messed up because I could have been like straight up, fuck you. I don't care. So don't even bother messaging me about any money or whatever. But I was never like that to her. And now when I need something in return, and what's funny is that I told her, I said, I don't need that much. All I need is at least $500. If you could, let me or whatever. And she never even wrote back. So right now I'm going through so much as it is, and it's like everybody's turning their backs on me, and it's like, what did I do wrong to anybody? But it's like nobody cares. And soon I'm gonna probably get evicted. If I don't pay my rent, I'm gonna get evicted. Do I want that to happen? No. If I had money, I would have paid everything off that I owe. I owe all my credit cards because they were closed on me. So I have no credit cards at all. Luckily, I use Shine, and that helps me with the money that I have when I get money sometimes. But it's like, other than that, I don't even have a bank account. And luckily, I have Chime to use it. Whenever I want to take money out, I go. And right now, my phone is off, so I don't even have a phone. I have to use Wi-Fi wherever I go. Because I even owe my phone bill because I haven't paid it, and I have an internet plan with it as well. So I have T-Mobile internet at home, and then on top of it, my phone service. So, and accidentally, when I ordered the T-Mobile internet service, they sent me 2 boxes instead of 1. So they're still charging me for the second box as well. And they said once you pay off the balance, then they'll give me the credit. So I don't even have money right now to even pay anything off. So right now I'm actually just waiting to see if I can sell my properties just for this to happen. It seems like that's the only way I could get anything at all. It's like nobody else is gonna lend me money like they used to, because they don't want to help me. So it's like I gotta figure out a way how I'm gonna make money for myself. And not only that, how I'm gonna even get money to even eat anything. Because now my food stamps, they're gone. And I just got them last month, and I used it last month, the whole month. And until this month, like the beginning of the month. But now I have no food stamps, and I thought I was gonna get them on the 18th, since I got it last month on the 18th. I still haven't gotten anything at all, so I don't even know if I'm gonna get anything at all. Anyways, Ibrahim, aka Pally Rican B 718. You can follow me on Instagram at Pally Rican B 718. You can follow me on YouTube, Pally Rican 718. And you can follow me on Facebook at Ibrahim A. Mustafa. Peace out. Peace out. One love. Be easy.